All right. What's going on, y'all? Carlito here, back with another video on your screen. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm here back with my boxing analyst, the man, the myth, the legend himself. He's the one that got me started with this boxing, ever since Las Vegas. And, y'all go show him some love, man. This is about the third time he's been on my channel now. And hear what he has to say. So, man.
How's it going, man?
How do you feel, man, about all this boxing right now?
Good. I think boxing's in a really good place right now. Apparently, they're going to announce Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua this upcoming week, so I'm super pumped about that.
I know. I heard Eddie said something about it today. He confirmed that it's supposed to be on the 14th
of August, right?
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia, that's gonna be crazy.
How do you feel about? Why do you think it's in Saudi Arabia all the time?
I just think because they're willing to pay so much money for it.
Like for fans or for
Well, because they got all those rich oil sheiks and stuff. They're able to same thing like why WWE went there. They forked out so much money to bring in the live events because they don't get them very often.
So it's basically just they love to see it when it comes, right?
Right. Yeah. They just love the live action. It could be anything, bro. Anytime anything goes over there, they love it.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I've been thinking, man, it's a whole lot of big fights coming up. What I just read right now, it says Jamal, Jamal, the Charlo brothers, they both won big fights. And I don't know, man. Have you seen, have you seen what they're going through right now? Like everything?
Yeah, man. What do you think about it?
It's gonna be insane, man. I gotta put on for the Texas, man, and those guys really want the big fights. See what he posted though?
Oh yeah.
He said
that's awesome.
Ready
I was listening to Paulie Malignaggi, and he says that the only guy he sees being Canelo right now is Charlo. And that's high praise because Paulie is one of the best analysts in the game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know, I've gone against Canelo so many times. It's just I'm a big Charlos. I'm just a big fan of them. I want to see them do good. I want to see them just succeed, for Houston. And, one of the brothers is finally getting his shot, man, to play in on the big stage in Houston.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane, man.
The impressive thing for Canelo though is it seems like every fight he just gets so much better. It's pretty crazy how he keeps improving. Got to give him credit for that.
I know. I was watching him live, and I still couldn't. I'm still amazed on not only the fight but the atmosphere around him, and he has so many people, backing him up.
Right, and talking about that fight, Billy Joe was doing good, and he was giving him some trouble too. But Canelo's those body shots were brutal, and then without uppercut, man, Billy just kind of sank right into it. And
how are you?
Billy's tough though. Billy didn't want to quit, but his corner probably did the best thing, because that could be long damage if he.
For real. You good? Yeah. I kind of zoomed. It kind of glitched a little bit there. Yeah. It's just crazy.
Back?
Say again?
We good?
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Yeah, it's just really crazy on how that whole fight turned out.
What was your perspective from being at the fight?
At the fight, it was. I think Billy Joe did real good,
mm-hmm.
and I felt like if if it didn't come down to that one shot that he did, that Canelo did to him, I felt like it could have um, gone down to the scorecards at the end.
Right.
And I just wanted to see like this has always been like kind of like a dream thing, just see the light, just kind of zoom out and zoom back in. And it's like, oh, 12th round.
Nah,
I wanted to see it so bad, but I'm kind of glad I got to hear at least, let's get ready to rumble. I've never heard that before in person.
Right. I mean, the whole going to a fight's just so much fun. The arena it sounded like it was so loud through the TV.
Yeah.
Set a record for attendance. That's awesome.
I know. Everything was just, amazing from that fight. I had a lot of people hating, but it comes with the territory, I guess. Going against their star.
You got to give it to the Mexican fans, man. They're passionate for Canelo.
They are, man. They are.
That's one thing that American fans are lacking is we don't back our guy the same way these other countries back their guys.
For real. Yeah, like I was reading something the other day and it said something like pro boxer said I want to say it was Connor Ben. Connor Ben said everyone should back their flags.
Right.
Something like that. And I read that and I'm like, yeah, I understand that, but I'm really liking the UK fighters right now, man.
I know, but I mean, I'm guilty of it. For example, like if Conor McGregor fights, when he fought Nate Diaz, I was going for Conor McGregor, even though Nate Diaz is the American, So.
No, me too, man. Both fights I was going for him, but
yeah. So I mean, we're guilty of it. But like, if it were the other way around, no Irishman's gonna back Nate Diaz over Conor McGregor.
Oh hell no. Hell no. Hell no. It doesn't matter if you're from there or from the United States and you just happen to be Irish,
Right.
Yeah, but it's the whole boxing organization right now. It's crazy. I have so many like things that I want to say, but it's kind of like I'm trying to wait for it to all like even out basically. And after talking with the promoter in Florida, it's crazy, bro. Like if people think that like seeing what I've done already, it hasn't happened yet, bro. Like really, I'll just tell you that. And the people that I've connected with, within this short time, that I wish I could have been doing this years ago.
I know, but
to be honest, man.
One interview at a time.
I look back, man, and I'm like, damn, because the stuff I'm able to make happen now, it could have happened years ago, but I feel like it's just the best time that's happening it right now. And
yeah, I agree.
A lot of people hate it. A lot of people were doubting me. A lot of people were saying that no, you weren't gonna do anything. You're not gonna make any friends and get to know actual pro boxers and promoters. But just from what I heard today, man, when this interview goes up, it's Saturday. This is Saturday right now, but Saturday, Friday, yesterday was just crazy with everything that happened that I heard. So I'm just really waiting. And then whenever I find out everything within the net in this summer, it's gonna be insane. Gonna be insane, bro. Like I'm blessed, man, for real.
I know you're working hard and hard work pays off, man.
And I thank you at the end of the day, man. You're the one that you really shine the light on boxing. Like you really shine the light on boxing to open my eyes, man, because I was all about wrestling, man. When I went to Vegas years ago, when I met you, I was all about wrestling, man, and nothing else mattered. I only watched Floyd fight. Floyd, Terrence Crawford, Lomachenko, all these guys, but the only real fighter that really mattered at that time was Floyd. And to get onto that subject, man, how do you feel about him and Logan Paul?
Man, he's making his money, so you can't blame him. It'll be entertaining. You know, anything he does is good entertainment.
How do you think about that hat situation?
Oh man, I think so. Jake Paul and Logan Paul are used to messing with these other YouTubers, and they didn't know what it's like when you mess with an actual fighter. Man, they're a different breed. Like there's not these little games anymore. Floyd security wasn't messing around.
I know, and I think that's the first time anyone's ever really seen it get like that on camera. You know, I'm sure that shit happens in Vegas. And like when I was talking to the cab driver when I was there, he was like, "Man, you hear about that? What happened to Floyd last week?" And I'm like, "No." I was like, I guess if they keep it, I guess what they really mean is when they say, you know, what happens in Sin City stays in Sin City. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So I'm like, I guess they kept it out of the media, man.
Yeah, but on that car, there's a real Badu Jax fighting Jean Pascal, and their first fight was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Badu Jack had one of the worst injuries I've ever seen, and he still fought through it. Great fight.
I know. When I saw the fight card of who's gonna be like, they haven't announced the whole card, I don't think, but like them hearing Bondu Jackson a fight, I'm like, dude, I gotta see this shit, man.
I know, and Ocho Cinco is also on the undercard. That'll be interesting.
For real?
Yeah, he's making his boxing debut or whatever. We'll see how that goes.
Oh man, I like Chad, man, but I still don't get how these people, you know, it doesn't matter if you're basketball, football, YouTuber, influencer, TikToker, they all want to fight now.
Yeah, and you know who started that was Mayweather versus McGregor, that whole crossover, and then from there, it's just kind of taken off.
People really say, I was watching this podcast the other day, you know, this big YouTuber, Tanner Fox, he was interviewing FaZe Rug, and he was just like, you know, yeah, we want to fight, you know, but you know, we're good friends. And I think that would draw a good crowd. And they were saying that how the Paul brothers, they really opened up the door for the influencers to go to boxing.
Yeah, I mean it's all fun and games though until they fight a real boxer and realize boxing is not a game. People die all the time in boxing, man. It's dangerous. It's not something you want to play with.
I know, RIP, man. So
like if Jake Paul wants to stay fighting these other entertainers, influencers and stuff, like all the power to him, but he's out here calling out real fighters like Canelo and stuff. He's gonna get hurt. He needs to be careful. Be careful what you wish for.
I know, for real. Yeah, like from what he's been talking about, man, I'm just like, dude, what's wrong with you, man? I know you're not a boxer, man. Like, I know you're an influencer at the end of the day, but really, he says that he's all about this shit and boxing is his life and he trains 24/7. But literally, I want to see him go up against a real fighter. And you saw how Floyd just caught him at least one time right there, clean. And
I know, we'll see, man. I'm excited for it. On another big fight. So, how do you see Fury versus Joshua playing out? Who do you think wins and how?
I really feel, you know, I don't know, man. I guess I used to be a real big Joshua fan.
Uh-huh.
And I respect what he did for the sport so far, man. And he's a young fighter. But I don't know, man. I think I got Tyson Fury.
I think Fury stops him. I mean, Joshua's a great fighter, don't get me wrong, but I think his chin's also been exposed. He went down against Klitschko. Ruiz hurt him really bad. Other fights, he's gotten wobbled. He fought Povetkin. Povetkin wobbled him. Yep. Tyson Fury is a different animal. He's probably the best heavyweight there is right now, and I think Fury stops him, honestly. If Fury takes it seriously, and which it looks like he is, but sometimes he's a wild man. Sometimes he trains, sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah, he's up in Miami right now.
Yeah, he was training with Nick Diaz today. Did you see that?
Oh, I saw something like that, but I didn't.
Yeah, they're even practicing some grappling, which is pretty cool to watch.
I know, man. I'm kind of digging, man. His little training uniform stuff now. His training.
Yeah, and then him and Francis Ngannou, the UFC heavyweight champ, they have some beef. So I'd like to see Francis come over and Tyson give him a whooping.
So you think Tyson's gonna be the undisputed?
I think Tyson beats Fury. I think I think Wilder needs another tune-up fight, and then if he fights Fury again, I think Fury still beats him, and I think Fury beats Ruiz also. I don't really see anyone beating Fury as of now.
Do you think Wilder can make a challenge?
Yeah, I think because Wilder has that crazy power. It just takes one punch. You know what I mean? Like when you have that kind of power, you always have a chance, no matter what. He has the best power I've ever seen. It's crazy.
He's a beast, man. He's a beast.
He's got a new trainer now too, and his new trainer is showing clips of him actually teaching him the fundamentals of boxing and stuff. So if he can implement using his jab and stuff more often to his fight, it only makes him more dangerous. So I like to see him come back. We need an American heavyweight champ.
I know, for real. Like there hasn't really been a big heavyweight champ in a minute.
Right.
And the United States champ, that's his, can't ask for anything better. But these UK fighters, are coming crazy.
Man, the UK's really good in boxing right now.
We got Campbell shocking the world with coming out of nowhere too.
I know, you got Conor Benn, he's a beast.
But literally training for his whole life.
I know there's so many young and up and coming British boxers. It's pretty crazy.
How do you feel about where they're at right now between Conor Benn and Campbell?
I think Conor Benn's the real deal. I think Campbell, because of his name being a Hatton, he's always going to have people wanting to watch him. So they got to bring him up the right way. Don't rush him in because he hasn't had a lot of amateur experience. So give him a bunch of fights, give him lower level guys, let him build his way up because he'll always have his name. But Conor Benn, I think he's ready for some of the big boys.
Who do you want him to fight this year?
I don't know. I just love to watch him fight anyone, dude. His style is so fun to watch, and he's also got that KO power along with the style. So bring it on, dude.
He's a beast. I heard him say he wants Amir Khan. He wants, he said, oh yeah, Amir Khan, but I think Amir Khan's too busy doing reality TV.
He knocks out Amir Khan easy, in my opinion.
Of course, bro. Amir Khan's not that once crazy fighter anymore, man.
No, he's too chinny. I mean, some of the fastest hands in boxing, but he fights straight up. So whenever he gets in close, he can either hold or try to scoot back. He's not good at fighting on the inside, so a lot of times he gets in trouble.
Hell yeah! But that whole division of Conor Benn, man, there's so many heavy hitters and so many great talent here in the States. And as soon as he gets here, man, I tell you that, he's gonna shock the world. The only fight I won't go for him against, and that's my boy AB.
Yeah.
I gotta go for AB, man. Till he's done, man. Till he's officially retired. And
AB needs to get back in the ring soon, man.
He's training. He's training. But as of right now, his his head trainer GT is training alongside Mayweather right now.
I saw that.
So GT is all the way in Miami or Vegas, and just right down the street, and I think it's in Hollywood Park or somewhere around there. That's where AB stays. So, I think AB right now is laying low right now, and good for him, man.
Good.
I want him to stay out of trouble and stay boxing as long as he can.
The fight that we need around that weight division, 147, is Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. That would be the biggest fight in boxing.
I know you're a big Earl Spence fan, bro.
I'd have to go. I love both those guys. I'd have to go with Errol Spence. Errol Spence has the size. I mean, both super good. I think Errol Spence would probably win that fight. Close, super close. It could go either way, honestly, 50-50.
It's going to be like a split decision?
I don't know, man. It'd be one hell of a fight. It'd be one of those fights I couldn't even focus on scoring. I'd just be too excited.
It'll be like title versus title, right?
Yeah. It'd be a great fight. Apparently right now Pacquiao is supposed to fight either Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence, and I think Pacquiao loses against both of them.
Yeah, for sure, man. Man, I like Manny deep down, but even though I've never gone for Manny, in most of his fights, I think the only fight that I went for him is when he fought that dude from I think he fought that dude overseas, and then that dude ended up taking his belt.
Yeah.
I can't remember what year that was, but I know it was an open stadium.
I'm trying to think of his name. He was the math teacher from Australia.
Yeah, there you go. He fought him in Australia. There you go.
Yeah, his name's escaping me, but that Terrence Crawford ended up beating him.
Yeah, and that dude was just a one hit. Basically.
I know that guy made some money that fight.
How can you beat one of the best of our era, and then you lose your belt? Like, it must have been, that's how it shows, man. Like, Australian judges, man, must have got paid.
I don't know, man. It just, anything can happen in boxing. It seems like it's crazy.
But how do you feel about, who's the next opponent for Canelo? Who do you want?
Caleb Plant. So we get a unified champion. Either Canelo or Caleb Plant would be the unified. Then after that, I want to see whoever wins. If Caleb Plant wins, obviously there's got to be a rematch. But if Canelo wins, fight one of the Charlos or Boo Boo Andrade. I'm trying to think. He might have to go up in weight, but if he goes up in weight, then he's starting to face some bigger boys like Bivol and stuff, which would be dangerous. But I really want to see the Charlos versus Canelo or Jamal.
Jamal, man. Jamal's just gonna do, man.
I'm not saying Jamal beats him easy or anything. I think Canelo actually has the edge, but I think that's the most competitive fight and the biggest chance someone has of taking down Canelo.
That's how I feel too, man. Like, I don't know. I said this. I felt really strongly, man. I think I was the only, Billy Joe fan in the house.
Probably were, man.
I felt like I was the only one there, man, and it was just that whole thing, man. My experience on going to a big stadium, probably basically the biggest football stadium in the United States, indoor, 4-story high, and Jerry World. This is crazy, man. I saw so much crap and so much like, yeah, I don't know, man. That's just a whole nother level, bro.
Right.
There.
No, I know. When I was there for the Errol Spence fight, it was a lot of fun. It's huge, man.
Man, it is, bro. I thought I was just like, oh my God, dude, like, freaking big eyes, man, looking all over the place, like.
And when I went, it was still during COVID, so there weren't 73,000 fans. I couldn't imagine, bro.
Damn, man, that was, from what I heard, that they broke a record.
They did. Y'all set the record, man. You're part of that.
No, man. I was crazy, man. I was so zoned into the fight. My brother-in-law, he's a big I wouldn't say a big Canelo fan, but just because he rips that Mexican flag, Canelo, and they're all about the Mexican fighter.
Right.
Him, like, he likes Andy Ruiz. He likes a lot of the guys that come from Mexico. And you should have saw that guy, bro. He said he needed to dress up. He needed to be ready for the fight. And
that's awesome.
I was just like, dude, I'm good, man. I got my shirt. my boxing analyst gave my shirt, got it ready. And I even threw it out there. Hey, man, if you want a shirt, let me know.
That's awesome. Hey, what about this fight tomorrow with Figueiredo versus Neri?
Oh, man.
I think it's going to be a war.
It's going to be a
Neri hits hard, and Figueiredo, he ain't no quitter. He likes to find the inside like his brother. I think it's going to be a good fight.
Ben Lee, right? Brandon Lee.
I'm trying, what's his name? Neri or whatever.
Neri, and then it's Brandon. I think it's.
Yeah, Brandon Figueiredo, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, but I can't stand how his brother fights, man.
Oh, man, his brother used to be, he had really like the crap end of the stick with all his injuries and stuff, man. Then he had to sit out for 2 years, try to come back, and then he tried to completely change up his style last fight, and it did not work for him. I felt really bad for him.
He was like, I'm gonna go like this. And I'm like, what is this, man?
Yeah, man. Even the commentators didn't know what to say, but
I was like,
he's a Texas boy, so I'm always rooting for him. But yeah, he got to get back to his roots, and his trainer Joel Diaz used to train Tim Bradley. I mean, he's an established trainer. I don't know if there was a new style or what they were thinking, but I don't know. That wasn't for him.
Nah, man, that style wasn't for him. And I was thinking, I have never seen a fighter box like that before.
I don't think anybody has. His brother isn't like that. His brother's a little bit more technically sound. His brother's probably the better boxer overall.
Yeah, and then, I was telling my brother-in-law, I was like, dude, like, I've never seen a fighter like that, man. What's wrong with this guy? And he's like, oh, it works for him. And I'm like, I don't know.
Man, it was scary. He started coughing up and throwing up blood in the ring.
Yeah.
That's scary, man.
I was like, oh, shit, call that fight, man. Call it.
Yeah, seriously. But the fight tomorrow should be really good. I don't know. I don't know who to edge it to. It's gonna be a good battle though. Good Mexican fight.
Oh yeah, man. I love those, man. And then you got my boy DeAngelo fighting.
Yeah, got to represent the channel.
It's gonna be dope, man.
Where can people watch that? They're gonna be streaming it anywhere?
Yeah, on a Trash Star Facebook page, and I'll show y'all here. This is their Facebook page, and you can purchase the fight before, as of when this video's up, it's already $20, but it's gonna be last event. I think it was like 9-10 plus fights on that card, and they put on so many fighters, and I'm just hoping, man, like my boy gets recognized soon.
Is your guy, is he headlining, or what number on the card is he?
He's always the co-main event.
Cool.
He's always the co-main event. He's a heavy hitter, man, and I feel like he can box with some of the big dogs out there in his weight class. And shit, I'm just looking forward, man, to.
We'll be rooting for him, man.
For real, man. And so everything that's gone on in boxing, what do you feel is the biggest moment, as of right now, 2021?
As of right now, it'd probably be Canelo. Right now, I think he's taken over the sport of boxing. I mean, other than the Charlos and Caleb Plant, he's kind of cleaned out all the divisions, honestly. Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next. He's the cash cow of boxing right now. I mean, he's selling out 70,000 plus people arenas, and so I was happy to see what comes next for him, and I'll really can't wait to see what happens with the heavyweights.
For real. And he did make 35 mil on that fight.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he deserves it. He's the one filling the seats,
Did you see, just by looking at that poster behind me and seeing all the merch there was all Canelo.
Right.
It was all made by Canelo Promotions. And he has a health group now called Canelo Health. He's
got his own brand of boxing gloves, his own clothing line. He's killing it.
I'm like, damn, dude, like Mayweather wasn't lying. 7.5
Yeah.
years ago, he wasn't lying when he said, I'm the star right now. I'm the man in boxing, but when I'm done, this is gonna be the star of boxing. He's gonna be your moneymaker.
And one thing about that is people always like to say that, oh, Mayweather fought a young Canelo. Canelo was 23 at the time. He wasn't that young. I mean, you're getting into your prime of boxing, and Mayweather was 36. I mean, he was on the back end of his career.
I know.
I mean, if you had to choose between a 23-year-old and a 36-year-old, you're only going to go with the 23-year-old. But Mayweather didn't lose a round. He didn't lose a round.
He really took him to school.
And I think that fight shaped Canelo's career. I think Canelo took a lot from that fight. Without that fight, Canelo wouldn't be the same as far as the way he uses his jab, his defense, the way his mentality about a fight, everything.
Just the way he is, man, with his skills in the ring. I see a lot of Mayweather on a lot of his skills in the ring, bro. And
man, these Canelo's
Mayweather move right there. I'm like,
yeah,
dude, he does that whole shoulder roll thing, and he's like ducking, he's like moving his neck around.
Yeah, Canelo's got that in-ring swag too now, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna be tough to beat.
Deep down, he's a beast, man. And
I really wish Triple G was a little younger. That way we could get a third fight. Because in my opinion, Triple G won the first fight. He got robbed. Second fight, I'd give it to Canelo. So we would need a rubber match. But I mean, Triple G is almost 40 now.
I know. It's like he has nothing else to prove, man.
Yeah, that's kind of a shame.
I know. I wish we had more time for him, but I guess a lot of people really said that, oh, how come you hating on Canelo, this and that? Like, I'm literally not hating on the guy. I stick true to my word at the very beginning of everything. I said, Canelo's the man. He's basically the best Mexican fighter right now of our era. And he's up there with the greats that ever laced up them gloves.
For sure.
And I can't take anything away from him. He's great promoter now. He's by himself. He's working alongside the Zone
and Eddie Hearn.
Apparently he's a free agent, but apparently he's still going to be working with Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Hearn's killing the game right now.
I say hands down, best boxing promoter right now, bro, is Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie. Al Heyman's up there too. Al Heyman just likes to stay behind the scenes, with PBC fighters.
Quiet dude, bro, but like deep down, Eddie was just like, he's putting on fights, States, UK.
Yeah, I know, he's killing it. He grew up in the sport because his dad was a promoter. So he understands the game inside and out. Really good for boxing.
For real, bro. But man, I just at the end of the day, man, I'm just like, I can't take anything away from Canelo. He's showed it time and time again on why he's the pound for pound champ right now.
For sure.
I say.
And several videos back, man, I told you pound for pound number one right now is Canelo, and you were against it, but now you've witnessed, you've come along a little bit.
I see it, man. I try to go against it. In the past.
You're just salty. You've lost some money on Canelo. It's all right.
I know, man. I lost so much money on Canelo, bro. That's what makes me not bet no more, bro.
That's what makes it fun.
I don't bet no more, man. And at the end of the day, man, it's all love with sports, and I've grown to like boxing, and boxing's my number one sport right now, and never look back now.
Yes, sir. Keep working.
I appreciate it.
All right, bro.
You're the man, bro. Remember that.
I appreciate it.
The best boxing analyst I know, hands down.
I appreciate it. You need to get the people to like, subscribe, and keep this channel growing, man. We have so much more content coming for them.
Hell yeah, bro. And I'm just waiting, man, to jump in that nice ride of yours, bro, over there.
Of course. And if anyone wants some Carlito Palomo YouTube shirts, hit us up. We can make it happen.
Hell yeah, bro. You heard it from the man. This is the man that designed the shirt. And everyone's been asking, and just let me know. Go to my Instagram under the Real Lows. It's gonna be under the description down below, and also hit up my boy. His links will be in the description down below, and he's the man for real. And plenty more videos coming up, and big news coming up soon. And really, it's gonna be a cruel summer, man, for real, but on the good way. All the way, Carlito, we out.
All the way, are we going out tonight? All the way, I'ma chug the bottle, chug it all the way.